Get ready to sell your soul to terror. Welcome to Chamber of Chills. Tonight's tale is from issue 24, originally published in December of 1954, and will leave you burning with fear. Pact with the Devil is a hellish ride. Caliph Marlowe's thirst for power will drag him to the depths of despair. Will he escape the devil's grasp, or will his soul be forever damned? Find out, if you dare. Pact with the Devil, tonight on Chamber of Chills. Stay scared.
Packed with the devil. The gaunt trees sagged over the road. Their skeleton-like branches moaned as the night wind moved them back and forth. The whole scene looked as if the devil had thrown his cloak over it. Then, move faster, you monster of laziness, or I'll tear the flesh from your back. Swash! Out of the blackness tumbled a horse and carriage. The rider, a coat streaming from his shoulders, was forcing his horse on with booming curses and deadly strokes of a snake whip. It was Caliph Marlowe. The whip slashed down on the horse's back again. The black fog of right seemed to cringe away as the carriage came on. Get on, you lout. Don't you know that I, Caliph Marlowe, the wealthiest man in this county, have been laughed out? Don't you know that they've taken my wealth from me? A crook, a disciple of the devil, they called me. The horse could understand nothing except that it had to escape from those terrible blows. It couldn't understand that Caliph Marlowe was the most hated man in the county because he did everything to get power for himself, and the people had revolted and stripped the tyrant of his wealth. So it was that Marlowe was on this road plunging homeward to prevent the angry victims of his evil from burning down his house. Suddenly, out of nowhere there came a blinding flash. The horse reared back, its front paws madly tearing at the air. Caliph fell back, his face deeply creased by the sudden blinding light. Then all was silent, and only a tall man in black stood before the cowering Marlowe. Caliph, the stranger called, come here. Marlowe felt himself powerless, drawn to the man. He had no control over his stumbling feet. You called me. Yes, Caliph. How would you like to have your power back? My power back. You would give your soul for it, wouldn't you? My soul, yes, I would give anything to get back at those who have ruined me. The stranger pulled his black cloak tightly around himself. Caliph Marlowe, listen to me then. I will give you that power if you promise to give yourself up to me 8 years from this very night. Oh, man in black, I agree. I promise you anything for power. The night ended. Later, it was discovered that the men going to burn Marlowe's house were killed in a bloody accident. As the months passed, Marlowe's wealth and power began to return. As if by some unseen hand, things happened only for Caliph's good. Once again, Marlowe's evil was pressing fear into the hearts of the people. The years passed. Power and wealth such as Caliph Marlowe had never dreamed of came to him. But the time was up. 8 years had passed, and on a certain night, as Caliph counted his gold in his study, Caliph Marlowe, who called my name? Who is in my room? Who? Yes, Marlowe, it is I, the man in black. Have you forgotten our agreement? Agreement? What agreement? Don't pretend ignorance, Marlowe. You know what I mean. Come. The man in the flowing black cloak approached the trembling Caliph. No, stay back. You devil. At those words, the stranger threw up his arms and began to chant. Dark shapes flooded the room. The floor fell away, and only a deep glowing pit yawned below. Clammy arms clutched at Caliph. Razor-like teeth sunk deeply into Marlowe's flesh. No! Pull him into the pit, O servants of darkness. He has made a pact with us. Slowly, the demons dragged the kicking, insane Marlowe to the pit. With a surge, they carried the screaming man over the edge. The next morning in the general store, Bill, Joe, listen to what I've just heard. Marlowe's house burned down, and Marlowe was found burned to death in it.